Honestly, this is the strangest thing in the history of crime. Since when do they kidnap old people?
6 abductions. 6 crew members of the same ship. What kind of ship was that Blue Star?
Considering that the captain died in the stranding and only he knew the new route, the exact location of the shipwreck was never discovered.
For God's sake, what a horrible sight!
The Indians didn't spare the arrows. Look at this uniform, surely some admiral.
Captain. Damn Snoop!
La niebla sobre Kingston esconde un secreto de 3 décadas. Mientras los viejos marineros desaparecen sin rastro en la sombra, solo un hombre puede romper la maldición de la estrella azul. En Kingston, un pueblo en la costa de Ontario, al norte de Darkwood. Zagor y Chico acaban de llegar para realizar una tarea que les encomendó un grupo de cazadores de pieles.
Hey, I finally found you. How did it go with the soldiers?
Everything is okay, Turbanjo. At first, the military doctor didn't want to give me what I asked of him, saying that military medications are intended for soldiers, not civilians. But then Captain Harker appeared and it made him more tame than an angel.
You mean Lou Harker? The one who was once in Fort Hunter?
Just like him. He has recently been transferred to the local garrison, where he has the task of maintaining public order. Ha 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 ha, hi H.A. That poor guy has literally gone crazy dealing with drunken sailors.
Okay, what a bore for a man who is used to experiencing the excitement of wild areas.
You're right. That good guy yearns so much for our forests that he immediately agreed to give us the medicines that are needed by the hunters of Beaver Creek.
Perfect. In that case, our task here is already done.
Exactly. In the morning we will be able to load the boxes into the canoe and head back towards Darkwood. And how have you spent all this time? Did you manage to find a place where we can spend the night?
Aye, Mia. That undertaking proved to be more difficult than predicted. It seems that there have never been so many people in the city as these days.
We should have assumed that with all these inscriptions.
Have you found out what's going on?
TJHA. And it wasn't really a problem to understand, namely this city was chosen as the meeting place for former members of the Navy.
You know well what kind of events these are. Stories, recollections, awarding medals. To the living and above all, feasts.
Feasts. To be honest, I've already forgotten that the word even exists.
I suppose that, in order to sit at the table with these people, you need to be at least 100 years old, and who knows how many enemies killed.
Veteranos de la Marina.
It doesn't have to be. It's obvious that they are old, but I don't believe that it's about such bloodthirsty people after all. The gathering was organized by the mentioned Navy, not the military one.
In that case, I could also submit my candidacy.
Look! This gray hair is proof of my mature age. And I, in a way, was a member of the Darkwoods Trading Navy, which you could also testify to.
Veteranos de la Marina.
True, I still remember well the ship on which you arrived in my forest.
Veteranos de la Marina.
But will you tell me once and for all if you managed to find a hole for tonight?
Absolutely. With my handsomeness and charm, I seduced the owner of a hotel who reserved the only remaining free room for us.
A los veteranos de la Marina Mabrin. Consejo Municipal.
However, it is a rather modest, but therefore clean and peaceful little place.
Let's go then, I can't wait to soak in a hot bath.
Unos minutos después, dos amigos llegan al hotel. Pero en cuanto cruzaron el umbral.
We have arrived, my dear gentlemen. I present to you my friend and secretary, Mr. Derry, Mr. Derry, Mr. Derry.
Heavens.
Places, people, if you care about your lives.
What?
So help me.
Move it, barrels.
1,000 scalps.
Places. Places. Let's go, friend. Chase those rags. Yepe.
Devil take you, Chico. Didn't you describe this place as peaceful?
But I don't understand.
Good lord. Good lord.
What the devil is going on here, gentlemen? Who are these people?
But I don't know. A little while ago they claimed up to talk to a certain Mr. Mason. But now, well...
Maybe they were in a hurry to get to some boat?
Help, call the sheriff, help. Our grandfather. They kidnapped our grandfather. Quick, do something. Call the sheriff. Follow those villains.
Karambayo Karambaita, who did they kidnap?
Grandfather. I already told you, Mr. Howard J. Mason.
Are you sure? Maybe you're confused because of the excitement. You probably wanted to say they kidnapped your son, or your nephew, basically a child.
Come on. You don't think I don't know how to distinguish a 90-year-old from an infant, do you? I repeat, they kidnapped my grandfather.
Sorry. Honestly, this is the strangest thing in the history of crime. Since when do they kidnap old people?
For God's love, don't just stand there. Do something.
Unfortunately, I think there's not much more that can be done here, madam. Everything happened so suddenly that we didn't even have time to react. And as far as I could notice, those scoundrels outside were waiting for the carriages which are now God knows where.
My God, my God.
But what can we do then?
Maybe we could contact the army which is currently in charge of law and order in the city. Follow me, gentlemen, I will personally take you to the commander who is my good friend, and who will certainly do his best to help you.
Zagor y Co., el joven asustado y la chica caminan a prisa por las calles del pueblo. Pronto llegan a la oficina del capitán donde, al reconocer a Zagor, el guardia inmediatamente les permite entrar.
Sorry for the tension, Harker, but something strange happened to these gentlemen and...
Zagor! Oh no, not another one, for God's sake. You don't want to tell me they've kidnapped another one of those old mummies, do you?
Sir, how dare you? Our grandfather is not a mummy, but a vigorous old man who is still even able to deal with softies like you.
So be it.
Calm down, Clarita. The captain didn't want to offend you. He's just a little nervous.
If only I knew who wouldn't be in my play. Well, look behind you. All these people have come here to report the disappearance of one of their relatives of 80 or more years.
Well, that's incredible.
What?
I don't know which saint to turn to for help anymore. Zagor, I know how to deal with an Indian tribe. I am able to organize a chase for the robbers. But the operation to find the kidnapped old men really caught me off guard.
Don't lose heart, Harker. This strange story is starting to interest me too. And if you don't mind, we could try to solve the problem together.
Be by Jupiter, you've taken a huge weight off my heart, Zagor.
Come on then, let's get to work. No, before your people turn the city upside down in search of clues, I think it would be wisest to first determine the motives for this unusual flood of crimes. That is, I would first like to check if there is any common element among all the kidnapped people that could point us to the criminal's motive. Let's see, for example, I suppose all the victims found themselves here for the gathering of naval veterans.
Correct.
Yes.
Exactly.
So, all the sailors disappeared, but of what rank? I suppose it's about high-ranking officers.
No, my grandfather wasn't like that.
And our family barely raised money for the arrival.
He was another officer on the Blue Star, but I'm sure he didn't earn any significant amount in his life.
Strange. Then those facts exclude the assumption of kidnapping for ransom, considering that no family is overly wealthy. But then what could the motive be? Just a moment, madam. If I'm not mistaken, you mentioned the name Blue Star a moment ago.
Yes, my grandfather was on that ship until its shipwreck.
And my grandfather was a crew member to that same ship, although he was an ordinary sailor.
And mine, I remember that in my childhood he told me all the details about that vessel.
And Oz also spent a good part of his life on it.
Exactly.
1,000 scalps. Maybe we've found the beginning of this intricate knot. 6 abductions. 6 crew members of the same ship. What kind of ship was that Blue Star? What area did it sail through? And what was its task?
I wouldn't know how to tell you that.
Me neither.
Also, the thing is that we didn't really listen very carefully to Grandfather while he was telling those stories of his, because they were quite boring.
Yes, life on a cargo ship wasn't exactly overly rich, with interesting events to listen to.
I understand. Okay, I think we don't need you anymore. Leave your addresses so we know where you are staying, and we will inform you about the progress of the investigation. And you, Harker, try to call some big fish from the merchant marine here immediately so we can get more detailed information.
We could jump to the port captain. His name is Bob Murray, and he practically organized this gathering.
Good idea, let's go immediately. Something tells me that talking to him will help us shed at least a little light on this mystery.
Un poco después.
Of course, I can give you all the information you are looking for. Ship registers serve precisely for that. Let's see, how did you say the ship was called?
Blue Star.
Blue Star. Blue Star. Here it is. There is no particularly interesting story behind that name. It was one of the large ships that connected Lake Placid and Toronto, most often transporting wood. Here it talks about its end, which happened 36 years ago, and that, it seems, because of the carelessness of its commander. Captain Salomon decided to shorten the route by sailing through a channel, but the ship ran aground. Considering that the captain died in the stranding and only he knew the new route, the exact location of the shipwreck was never discovered. The crew tried to save what could be saved, but unfortunately they were attacked by Indians who killed several people and forced the rest to flee in 2 lifeboats. In addition, the Spinting company that owned the Blue Star gave up on extracting the wreck.
That's quite logical. Thank you for your cooperation, Captain, although, unfortunately, we are still completely confused.
Yes, maybe that old tube is not connected to all those kidnappings.
Possible. But anyway, it is the only clue we can follow, and I think it is worth persisting a little longer.
Who knows, maybe the kidnappers will appear again, and if we monitor all former sailors from the Blue Star, there is a possibility that we will catch them red-handed.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that won't happen. Among the veterans who came to our gathering, there are no other sailors from the Blue Star, except for the 6 kidnapped.
Curse, everything is conspired against us, Zagor.
I doesn't have to mean. Namely, if the 7th former sailor doesn't exist, we could always invent him with the help of local newspapers. Listen to my plan, gentlemen, and you listen to it too, Chico.
Memmy! Well, what do I have to do with it?
A lot, friend. A lot.
A la mañana siguiente.
Great success of the gathering of veterans of the Merchantman Navy. 7 now and daring former sailors have already arrived in our city. The captain of the Blue Star, who everyone thought was dead, has arrived.
Watch out, watch out. The captain of the Blue Star, who allegedly died in a shipwreck 36 years ago, unexpectedly appeared at our gathering.
Ha 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 ha.
Kingston Voice, read the sensational news.
Do you think it will work?
I hope if the kidnappers are still in the city, the news will soon reach their ears. And I will know how to welcome them ready.
Good luck, Zagor.
Everything will depend on Chico and how he will play the role of the old captain.
Al mismo tiempo, el pequeño mexicano ya se ha metido en su papel. Numerosos transeúntes que ya han leído el periódico lo señalan con el dedo, y los antiguos marineros repiten hasta la saciedad la falsa historia de su regreso.
And then I pulled the arrow out of my shoulder, then the one from my leg, bandaged the wound on my head that they inflicted with an axe.
Fantastic.
What a hero!
And then I tried to return home, but unfortunately, During the journey, I ended up in Indian captivity where they held me until a few months ago.
Curse 36 years of imprisonment.
Now it is clear to me why you couldn't refute the news of your death. A really terrifying experience.
You must have suffered an awful lot.
What was the hardest thing to endure during your stay in the Indian village?
Well, hunger, blows, torture, cold. And especially the questions that everyone kept asking me. Cursed sailors are already quite unbearable as young, and with years they only become more boring. Mayor, what people! They could talk and listen to the same nonsense all day long. Shipwreck, storm, sea monster, and the like. Oh, there's one of them who, if nothing else, at least sits peacefully and asks nothing, and that really arouses my curiosity. He looks like he's deep in meditation. What is he thinking about? Damn it! Hello, colleague. May I know what you are doing so alone and thoughtful?
You see, I decided to write my memoirs. It will be a very interesting work where I will show all the events from my adventurous life from my birth until the moment I left the Navy. I've been working on it for 8 years.
It sounds really great. How far have you gotten?
Well, to tell the truth, I'm still on the first page. Unfortunately, my memory is so bad that I can't remember absolutely anything.
Gulp! Crazies. I always told Zagor that all the guys who have anything to do with ships are crazy.
Hey, you friend. Would you like to help me catch a favorable wind?
What? I'm afraid I didn't quite understand you, Captain.
Well, I asked you to help me turn the cart so that the wind blows in my back. It's about the mastral that blows from the north, or northwest, isn't it?
But I honestly know.
Yes, it certainly is you say, maestro, from the north or northwest.
Okay, in that case, let's unfurl the sails. Steering straight, rude south-southeast. We're sailing away.
So help me all the mustaches of my family. Let's hope this farce will end soon. I feel like I've ended up in a mental asylum.
So?
Nothing, still nothing. Chico still wanders the city unhindered. Who knows, maybe the kidnappers won't even show up. Oh, now he stopped at some cars.
Those are the ones from the shop. They're surely asking him for some information.
Hey, you, Adi Amaro.
Are you talking to me, young man?
Yes, exactly to you. Could you help me tighten this rope that has come undone? For you, it will be child's play, considering that it is said that you sailors are the most skilled in tying all possible knots.
I'll try, friend. Is it about this rope?
No. But about this one.
Go!
Go, friend. We got him.
Yippee. Places.
1,000 scalps, traitors, you say, huh?
What's happening?
It has already happened, Parker. They kidnapped Chico. And the only thing left for me now is to follow those damn carts. See ya.
Why don't you take at least 20 of my men with you?
20 or so. That would be too much. Save them for the next war.
But Zagor, you can't. It's in vain. May heaven help you, generous madman.
Mientras tanto, el carro en el que metieron a Iko sigue corriendo por la ciudad.
DAA beauties, yeah!
You hide the carriage, and I will take the fat man down. Come on, Grandpa. Come out without fear. We won't do anything to you. You'll get out with just a simple conversation.
But I?
And besides that, you will soon find yourself in the company of your old friends.
But I?
Aún visiblemente conmocionado por el miedo sufrido, el pequeño mexicano baja con paso inseguro las escaleras que conducen al sótano.
The water is rich.
Ellos dos entran en la habitación casi completamente sumergidos en la oscuridad, donde, después de que sus ojos se acostumbraron a la débil luz, observa unas pocas ropas similares a la suya.
Caramba y carambita. Here's the kidnapped grandpa.
De repente, desde el rincón más oscuro del sótano, se escuchó una voz.
Are you all right, Hogard?
Completely, mister. Here is the biggest fish in our collection. Resurrected Captain Solomon.
Fantastic! He will spare us the trouble of examining the other 6 bags of bones? Ha 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 ha. But let's not waste the rest of the precious time now. I bet the soldiers are already on our heels and are searching the city like the worst bloodhounds.
Gentlemen, in the name of the Merchantman Marine of the United States, I demand that you answer me what this inappropriate violence means and...
Shut up, great-grandfather.
I advise you to remain calm and limit yourself to answering my questions. If you do not want the news of your death to become accurate... Clear?
Ah.
Enough talk? I know that you were at the helm of the Blue Star on the night of the shipwreck, right?
This, I...
Don't try to deceive me, Salamone. The reports that exist in the Naval Archives leave no room for doubt about that. So the testimonies from that time agree that you personally chose that unusual route.
Yes, I think so. At least it seems to me.
Okay, in that case, I only want to know one thing, after which you and your former sailors will be free to return to your families. Lucetian, I want to know the exact location where the Blue Star ran aground 36 years ago. There on that wall is a map of the area you sailed through. Show me the channel you set out on and list all the natural features that will help us find the exact location of the wreck.
But believe me that...
Come on, look at that map, Très bon Joe.
Our captain has really changed. Ah, yes, he is really unrecognizable.
Look, you have to admit that we haven't seen him for 36 years.
This so. Let's see. Hi-fi. It seems to me that we were here. No, in fact here, in this channel. Or, maybe we sailed here. Basically, I'm afraid I don't remember very well, you see. I'm old and...
Nonsense. You will do us a favor by straining your brain, old walrus. Because Ophigues, I'll pull out your beard hair by hair. Like this.
Curse!
Hey, but what is this now?
My God!
Beard. The beard is fake. Mustache, too. Devil take you, I bet that. Yes, and this is just a wig.
This, I.
What? Chico Felipe Cayetano Lopez Martinez.
This, why Gonzales, to be precise. But who are you? How did you recognize me?
100 demons? What the devil are you doing here, you damned nuisance? And what does that disguise mean?
Caramba, y carambita, digging bill.
Hey, do you know this barrel boss?
Who is he? A spy? Some soldier?
Curse, or one of the police officers from Fudgington, who have been following us since day one.
Calm down, guys, calm down. This is the most harmless guy in the world. I've dealt with him several times.
Hey, how dare you remember that?
Silence, prisoner.
I am more concerned about the fact that there is always a very dangerous guy with him, a person we should avoid like the plague, Zagor.
Zagor, a strange name that tells me nothing.
I have never heard of him before. Who is this Zagor? Some policeman?
It's hard to describe. At the same time, he is a policeman, a judge, and sometimes an executioner, or in short, a person to be avoided with all your might. And the funniest thing of all is that no one has ever understood what makes him constantly stick his nose into other people's business in order to protect the law. The fact is that he has already caused me a mountain of trouble, and the presence of his friend gives me a hint that he is on our trail.
But then we better hurry and disappear from here. Let's leave this fatty. and we prefer to subject one of these old men to torture. We must get the information we need, even at the cost of squeezing their brains like a lemon. Have you heard bunch of walking corpses? Approach that map and try to strain your brains.
Come on, get moving.
But why, for God's sake, are you interested in the wreckage of the Blue Star? There were only logs on it, and I don't understand why.
Shut up and save your breath for answering our questions. Come on, point your eyes here and put your finger on the right channel.
Ah.
Mientras tanto,
No doubt they passed through here. There's no point in deceiving yourself. They have too great an advantage over me. And not to mention that I won't be able to run at this pace for much longer.
hey, un momento. A juzgar por las huellas, diríase que los caballos empezaron a frenar aquí.
Does that mean I'm approaching the hiding place of the mysterious kidnappers of those poor old men? 1,000 scalps.
Un poco después.
Perfect. It was difficult, but I believe we succeed. Some pieces of memories of these senile people overlap exactly as much as is enough to assemble a mosaic that shows the approximate location of the Blue Star.
Okay, but what are we gonna do with these?
Yes, and with this barrel, we have to kill them all, so we don't leave dangerous witnesses behind.
For God's sake, don't be so bloodthirsty, my dear partners. There's no need to resort to such methods. Namely, it will be enough for us to go towards the area around the St. Lawrence River, and we will leave them locked up in there so they don't bother us when we leave. Sooner or later, the soldiers will find them and, satisfied with that, give up on everything, not even trying to follow the group of crazies who are rushing towards the Indian territory in search of the forgotten wreckage of an old ship.
Okay, you're the boss, and we agree with what you say.
Who is this now?
And who would it be? It's certainly Gildan, who finished packing the cart.
Everything is okay, guys. He looks sleepy, but it really is him. I'll open for you now, friend.
Thank you.
Zagor!
Damn it, him?
So help me.
We are doomed friends.
Nonsense. Well, he is alone, and there are 3 of us, and we are well armed. Ha!
Digging Bill, where the hell did you crawl off to? You're here, Snake?
Damn ruin! The chairs are rotten here, too!
Bartender or not, it hurts anyway. And I don't like it when someone hits me. Everything's okay, Chico? I am glad to see that the other admirals are still in one piece.
Yes, but they are damn scared. Do you know what happened in this damned cellar that madman Digging Bill tried?
I know everything, my old friend. After I surprised the one who was preparing to return to the lair, I listened to you through this window here.
And what do you think about this whole mysterious story?
Well, I've already formed a certain idea. And I believe that our friend, as soon as he wakes up, will confirm the accuracy of my assumptions.
Unos minutos después, habiendo liberado a los viejos marineros y atado a los compañeros de Big Bill, Zagor dirige toda su atención hacia el extraño cazador de tesoros.
Help save yourselves if you can. The ship is sinking, women and children first. Zagor!
Good morning, you wretched jackal. I won't hide that I feel certain sympathy for you, although your behavior has never been crystal clear. After all, your persistent hunt, for almost always non-existent treasure, and the naive trust you place in various rumors, incredible legends and false maps, have made you a tragicomic figure. But this time you've crossed every boundary. Digging Bill, here it's a matter of kidnapping, criminal association, and who knows how many other charges that the judge from Kingston will load on your neck. Therefore, to your great regret, today I cannot laugh at your stupidities, but I must take you to prison where you can bet, stay for at least 10 years.
10 years? But I can't lose all that time. I have so much treasure left to discover. In my whole life, I haven't found a single one, and I've already caught years, and I really don't want to die without getting at least one chest full of gold coins and jewels. I'm not doing this to get rich, believe me, honestly. I wouldn't even know what to do with the money except that it would give meaning to my life and justify all those years I spent running from one end of the United States to the other.
I understand you digging Bill, but in this case I still can't overlook everything that happened.
But what happened? No one died, right? Your Chico is fine? And these old people got out without a scratch. What's more, it seems to me that they are even better than before. The air in this forest must have suited them. Just look at how red they are in the face. I bet it came back to you too, isn't it? Here, tell me and tell this gentleman, would you now, after so many years, happily eat a steak?
Yes, I would eat it. But I will only be able to do that if you return the golden tooth that you stole from me.
Yes, here it is inside. I put it away for fear that you would swallow it. You know I care about old people. Here it is. Do you see really nothing happened, please? Let me go, to see with my own eyes and touch with my own hands the treasure of the Blue Star. I promise you that when I find it, I will donate it to some institution for the elderly and infirm or war widows, well, to whomever you say.
Just a little, so that's what it's about. Well, you missed this time too. The port captain confirmed to me that the Blue Star was only transporting wood at the time of the shipwreck.
And what could the port captain know about that journey? He is just an ordinary... But the truth is located in one other place, in Washington, in the offices of the Ministry of Merchant Marine. And my humbleness, modesty aside, managed to sneak into those precious archives, to peek into the most secret registers. Finally, I will tell you that the Blue Star, without the knowledge of the crew, was transporting a chest containing the salaries intended for the garrisons of all the forts located on the ship's route. It's about a truly beautiful plunder in clinking gold dollars that only the captain knew about, and the reason for the whole strategy was to avoid attracting attention with a huge escort that would be necessary in the case of transport by land.
If everything you said is true, why didn't the army try to track down the wreckage to recover that famous chest?
And that's easy to explain. Exactly a few weeks after the news of the shipwreck of the Blue Star, the area where it allegedly happened was given to the Maliseet Indians on the basis of a peace agreement. Therefore, now you can understand why the authorities preferred to cover everything up. Namely, they were afraid that the soldiers, and maybe even civilians, would go to Indian territory, violating the agreement and thus causing a new war with the Redskins.
Then that's just another reason for me not to allow you to wander through the area through which the St. Lawrence River flows. It is difficult to negotiate with the Maliseet, and who knows what reactions your arrival would cause. You have no help, Digging Bill. Your place is now in jail.
Así, poco después, un grupo inusual entra en Kingston, recibido con miradas curiosas. Y luego, mientras los viejos marineros finalmente pueden abrazar a sus seres queridos. Las celdas de la cárcel local se abren para recibir a nuevos invitados. Esa noche, Zagor y Chico celebran hasta altas horas el éxito de la empresa en las habitaciones del Capitán Archer.
So, you have definitely decided to leave tomorrow morning?
Yes, we are in a hurry to return to Beaver Creek with the medicine you helped us get.
If so, all that remains is for me to thank you for your precious help and...
For God's sake, Leave it alone, old friend. But, there's one little thing you could do for me. Ask the court to have mercy on Digging Bill. That guy is always getting into trouble, but he is not evil.
Okay, I give you my word that I will do everything that is.
Alarm! Alarm!
Curse, what's happening?
1,000 scalps.
Captain! Captain! The prisoner has escaped!
Prisoner?
Which prisoner?
That skinny guy in strained clothes, the kidnapper of old sailors!
Oh no!
Caramba! Y carambita!
By all the drums of Darkwood.
But how did it happen, for God's sake? The guard. I want to talk to the guard.
Unfortunately, that is not possible, sir. The poor guy who was on guard was killed. 2 shots right in the chest. There was no saving him.
Damn it. So that's the man we were supposed to be merciful to, Zagor?
But I don't understand. Digging Bill was never a violent man, and I am really astonished by what happened.
Captain, quick.
I'm here, Mulliger. Heavenly Powers, is another man dead?
No, sir, fortunately. He was only wounded. It's Sergeant Burland. He was guarding the main gate. I tried to stop them, sir. I told them to stop, but those dogs started shooting at me instead of answering. I'm sorry, sir. It's not my fault, and...
Just a moment. Sergeant, why are you speaking in plural? Does that mean the prisoner wasn't Sem?
SM, what SM with him were Jim Bradford and Bobby Cabas. And it was one of those traitors who emptied the revolver on me.
2 members of the United States Army become accomplices of an offender. I can't believe it.
Yes, but obviously there is no doubt about it. Digging Bill has surely managed to lure your soldiers by telling them about the Kalmbilby of getting treasure that he discovered where it is located. And they then, Bradford and Cabas, sneaked into the prison, killed the guard, opened the cell, and then left the fortress shooting at this poor guy.
Yes, it surely happened just like that, but that assumption sheds new light on the personality of your Digging Bill. Contrary to what you told me, it is obviously a matter of a scrupulous scum ready to use any method to get the only thing that interests him. He knew how to bribe, did not hesitate to kill or incite to kill. That man is a beast, Zagor, and he should be treated like that. Sergeant, form patrols that will immediately search the entire city and the surroundings. But in case the search doesn't yield results, keep 30 armed men in preparation, who must be ready to set out even to the area around the St. Lawrence River. According to what we heard from those old sailors, the wreckage of the Blue Star is located right there, and that's surely the place where those scoundrels are going.
At command. And if you have nothing against it, I personally would like to be at the head of that group, sir.
Calm down, my brave warriors. Do not make hasty decisions that you might regret later. The movement of soldiers, no matter how limited, could cause precisely the reactions among the Indians that those who kept the place of the shipwreck hidden feared. This problem needs to be solved in silence. The operation should be carried out with as few people as possible.
And when the great Zagor says, as little as possible, then he probably means 2. What does he mean? The damned lunatic and I? Am I right?
Completely, Chico. If the outcome of the search in the city doesn't yield any results, Chico and I will leave tomorrow morning. And I hope we'll put salt on the tail of those vermin before they cause even more trouble with the Maliseet tribe.
That seems quite risky to me, or to be more precise, crazy. However, considering how well I know you, I won't even try to dissuade you. May luck be with you, Zagor.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart, Harker.
Días después, en el área entre Ontario y la frontera canadiense. Unas pocas personas avanzan por uno de los muchos canales que, como una telaraña gigante, cortan toda el área. Sus pesados pasos y el estado del equipo muestran lo cansador que debió ser ese viaje. Y solo aquel que camina al frente parece completamente insensible a las molestias que obviamente angustian a sus compañeros. Un paso ligero y la seguridad extrema con la que elige el camino revelan a un hombre acostumbrado a la vida en el bosque. Y, en efecto, en ese hombre, debajo de su sombrero militar, No es difícil reconocer los rasgos faciales típicos de un piel roja.
So help me. Hell, where are you taking us, Alibu? We've been wandering these damned swamps for more than 10 days, and we haven't seen a shadow of the ship yet. May one know what you are thinking in that damned redhead. We are paying you to take us to the Three Foxes Canal, not to take us for a walk across half of America.
Take your hands off my friend Cabadas and try to calm your nerves if you care about your life. Ex-Lebu is the best guide in the entire area of the Great Lakes, and if he said he would take us to the Three Foxes Canal, he will surely keep his word.
Curse, La Roche, take that pipe away from me, if you don't want.
What's that, you show off?
Lache! Cabues! Stop it! The devil take you both! Is it possible that you will start arguing right now when we have probably reached the vicinity of what we were looking for?
I don't want to argue at all, but I don't intend to tolerate this kind of behavior from this hysterical madman. If you are so sensitive with your nerves, you could have stayed quietly squatting in the fortress and continued your shitty soldier life.
If you don't like my company, you are free to leave. La Roche!
What? Don't forget that you two asked for my help in this story, persuading me to leave my hut and my skins. And now that we, after so many days of hard walking, have arrived near your wreckage, it doesn't occur to me to give up my share of the plunder, clear?
Indeed, friend, and you can be calm, because there is enough gold for everyone on the Blue Star. And as for you, Excalibur, feel free to continue and forgive my friend for that inconvenience. He's been quite tense since we escaped from the army.
Well, we won't have to walk much longer. The water you see shimmering in front of us is just the beginning of the Three Foxes Canal. And according to what I understood from the words of the Thin Man, the remains of the large canoe shouldn't be far from here.
Hoorah! Finally, good news!
And here's a bad one, listen.
Indian drums.
Malasiti.
Whoa, right them. I don't understand exactly what the drums are saying, but the meaning of the message is clear. Tribal scouts have been following us for a long time, and now they have announced to everyone that we have entered their territory.
In that case, we better be ready for anything.
Are you afraid?
In my life I have killed a bunch of red snouts, and I don't see why I shouldn't fill some Maliseets with Lade. Let's go, guys, and don't worry about these drums. You can bet that the Indians will scatter after the first few shots.
Hey people, considering the ATM esprit that prevails, what do you say to at least free my hands? For God's sake, if we are forced to make some unplanned retreat, will you tell me how I will escape tied up like this?
Digging Bill is right, friends. Besides, I think we can rely on him now. Although we forced him to join us against his will, isn't that right?
Well, I'd say yes. And now, although I don't like your violent methods at all, I can't wait to touch with my hands the blessed Blue Star, which cost me so much trouble and effort.
Here, you are free! And don't forget that after all, we are partners, and that it's okay for you to get your share of the treasure. Instead of a bullet in the forehead, isn't that right, friend?
That's right, Bradford. Although I don't believe you would be so stupid as to kill the only person who knows all the directions for finding the wreck.
Un grupo extraño continúa su camino, aún acompañado por el ritmo enloquecedor de los tambores. Luego, 2 horas después.
Thunder, look ahead, guys. Fin of a shark, that's the rock that all the sailors from the Blue Star remember well. Hoorah! That means that the other data I collected must also be accurate, and that the wreck of the ship is now no more than a 4-hour walk from us. We Sakijid, people, we Sakijid. Hip, hip, hoorah! Hip, hip.
Indians!
Take cover. Everyone take cover.
Damn it! Did you see where they are, Bradford? I haven't. Damn it! And you, LaRoche?
No, I haven't yet, but judging by the direction from which the arrows are coming, they should be behind those. Yes, there they are. They are on the opposite bank, exactly across from us.
You're mistaken, friend. There's only brush.
Only brush. Oh, you'll see now. Pretty lively brush, huh?
Damn snakes! Let's give them what they deserve! Don't spare the lead, friends!
Una intensa balacera, acompañada de gritos dolorosos, que como una tormenta asalta la maleza. Solo aviva aún más la ira de los indios quienes, olvidándose por completo de la precaución, surgen de su escondite, facilitando así aún más el trabajo a sus oponentes.
No, men! No!
Poco después, los indios supervivientes se dan a la fuga furiosa y pronto desaparecen entre los árboles.
Great. Just as we predicted, this was enough for the red noses.
Is anyone wounded, guys? I'm not even scratched.
Me neither.
Perfect. In that case, we can consider the chapter with the Malicetes finished and move on to the much more interesting one entitled Blue Star.
Ladies, Exalebu. We are all in a hurry to see the collar of gold from 36 years ago.
Después de que el eco de los disparos se calmara, el silencio total vuelve a cubrir el bosque. Solo de vez en cuando, algún animalito huye asustado por los recién llegados, cuyos líderes son un Tigrinkville cada vez más emocionado.
Rapids, Hora, and that detail coincides with the story of the survivors. Take a step, guys. Blue Star should be located exactly behind the next bend.
Impulsados por el entusiasmo contagioso del cazador de tesoros, los aventureros también empiezan a correr, para detenerse unos minutos después con una expresión de verdadero triunfo en sus rostros. A media sumergido en el agua del canal, casi completamente cubierto por vegetación entrelazada, el contorno de un barco ofrece una vista que es a la vez aterradora y engañadora. La aproximación de los intrusos provoca el vuelo ruidoso de cientos de aves que han hecho nidos en el naufragio.
Okay, people, before you is the Blue Star. Old Digging Bill hit it this time.
Vamos, no perdamos más tiempo. Las lianas y las ramas que conectaron el casco del barco con la tierra nos han hecho un puente perfecto. El guía indio encuentra pronto una rama que con su estabilidad y firmeza permite a los cazadores de tesoros impacientes subir a la cubierta del barco uno tras otro sin ningún problema, en la que aún se pueden ver los restos de una vieja tragedia.
For God's sake, what a horrible sight!
The Indians didn't spare the arrows. Hey people, there's a big fish down here. Look at this uniform, surely some admiral.
Sapton. It's about Captain Solomon, the commander who that stupid Chico tried to imitate in Kingston. Look, he drew a revolver, but didn't even manage to fire. Yes, the Red Nose's attack was certainly sudden and unpredictable. But guys, we didn't come here to deal with these old piles of bones. Where, for God's sake, should the chest with money be located?
We are in trouble, people. The money was hidden in the hold on the stern, right in the part of the ship that is underwater.
What? Are you sure about that?
Absolutely. The documents that I carefully studied in that museum in Farthington clearly speak of that.
We didn't need that. It won't be easy to get him out from down there. Nonsense. We will dive in turns, and after a few attempts, we will surely find him. It's dusk, and the light is so weak that we won't be able to do anything now. We'll have to wait for dawn.
Okay, I agree. Besides, a little rest will do us all good.
If only I knew who would even manage to close their eyes here. Honestly, I got chills just thinking about falling asleep on this floating cemetery. Believe me.
Don't talk nonsense. The dead have never done any harm to anyone, Cabas. And if you really can't fall asleep, you can always kill time by thinking about the chest that awaits us down there.
Ja 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 ja.
Y así, 5 compañeros se preparan para pasar la noche mientras el bosque se pinta lentamente con los hermosos colores del atardecer. Y luego aparece en el cielo la esfera lunar, iluminando el área alrededor del naufragio. Mientras los sonidos nocturnos hacen que el bosque sea extremadamente vivo. El monótono canto de los pájaros nocturnos. El suave susurro de los matorrales mientras un gran gato montés se desliza a través de ellos. El chapoteo del agua creado por un ciervo sediento. Y luego, de repente, un movimiento ahogado y casi inaudible de un hombre. Que va acompañado de su amigo más ruidoso.
Ah. Can you be at least a little more careful, you damned clumsy guy?
This? Sorry, Zagor.
You're trying in vain to come up with some stupid excuse as usual. I shouldn't have trusted you. The success of tonight's operation depends exclusively on the element of surprise, and with you in company, it would be a real miracle if they didn't discover me.
Please be patient, Zagor. I was very careful. I simply had no luck and... So help me.
Oh no.
This? What did I tell you? Terrible misfortune follows me and...
Stupidity. Whether it was an accident or simple stupidity, I will not allow you to ruin my plan. And that's why from this moment on you will be quiet and you will wait for me here.
M.E. here, SM? But Zagore, do you want to see me dead? The forest is swarming with jaguars, crocodiles, lions, tigers, maybe even rhinos, boas and...
Enough. You are in vain reaching for your scanty knowledge of zoology by placing animals here that live exclusively on other continents. In general, whether you like it or not, you will wait for me here. And if the ground doesn't seem safe enough to you, maybe you'll be better off up there. See you later, friend, and please. PST, don't breathe.
Silencioso como una sombra, el espíritu con el hacha desaparece entre la maleza. ¿Y pronto?
Perfect. Judging by the silence that reigns on the deck, it seems that those we have been following for days have finally allowed themselves a little rest. Just a moment, someone is moving on deck, of course. I could have guessed they've posted a guard. Obviously, those smart guys do not trust this apparent peace, and rightly fear that Melicete might avenge them for the defeat in the conflict whose traces I saw today. Anyway, that scarecrow will certainly not prevent me from making this gang of damn jackals completely harmless.
Con movimientos silenciosos y controlados, teniendo cuidado de no hacer el más mínimo ruido, el espíritu con el hacha entra en el agua. Comienza a nadar hacia el naufragio. Y cuando finalmente llegó a ella, examina las lianas enrolladas alrededor del casco. Y pronto encuentra una lo bastante fuerte para subir por ella. Desafortunadamente, las tablas de la cubierta mojadas por la humedad nocturna preparan una desagradable sorpresa al valiente hombre del bosque, que atrae la atención de Bradford.
Curse! Something rustled on the stern! It's probably just the damn birds that have settled on this wreck! But I will feel calmer when I see it with my own eyes! Thunder! But what the devil? It seemed to me that there was a man there!
1,000 scalps. This guy has a good hearing and a hawk's eye. He's coming right at me. I'm starting to fear that my surprise has failed.
Who is inside? Show yourself if you are one of ours! So help me, hell, you hide in vain. I saw you, and if you don't come out immediately, I'll start shooting in 3 seconds. Come on, I'm starting to count. 1, 2.
You're looking for me, man.
Ah! No! No! Help! Help! Kaba! Help! Help!
Damn it! What's happening?
That's Bradford's voice.
Quick, everyone, out, arms in hand. What's wrong, Bradford? Indians again.
No! No! Skeleton! A skeleton entered the cabin on the stern! It wanted to grab me!
What? The devil take you. Are you drunk, friend?
Taut nerves and the appearance of this horrible wreck really play strange tricks.
No, I swear to you that I didn't even touch the whiskey in. The ship is cursed, I tell you! The souls of the murdered want to punish us for disturbing them! Let's get out of here, guys! Let's leave this place before it's too late!
Calm down, Bradford, for God's sake. Now we will also peep into that cabin and we will prove to you that you are simply mistaken.
But, and Cabas? Where is Cabas?
Wah. He isn't here.
Strange, but I remember perfectly that he fell asleep beside me only a few hours ago.
Cabas? Hey, Cabas, where did you crawl off to, damn it?
Cabas?
No, la llamada en voz alta se queda sin respuesta. El silencio angustioso que siguió luego comienza a introducir cierta nerviosidad también en los compañeros de Bradford.
But what is this now?
Damn it, Cabatus is certainly not on the ship, because otherwise he would have heard us.
Maybe it is, but he's dead!
Great Spirit. Maybe Paleface Bradford is right. Maybe evil spirits really live in this old canoe.
Come on! A man cannot just disappear without a trace, and...
Listen to me, people! Let's run before it's too late!
Damned misfortune! Ma, now that I finally need to get my first treasure, even skeletons start throwing obstacles under my feet!
Whoa, watch out. I heard some noise. Someone or something is approaching by water.
By water? How is that possible? Heavenly powers.
Oh, all saints, that could be someone's ghost!
Go away, damned soul! Get away from this ship! Go back to the hell you came from! Hey guys, have you all gone crazy all of a sudden?
You?
Kaba. Yes, that's me. And who should it be? So that I wouldn't have to sleep among all those bones, I went to the shore. But a few minutes after I got there, I found something interesting. Look at what strange fruit grows on the surrounding trees.
Chico Felipe Cayetano Lopez Martinez.
We're Gonzales.
Yes? And does this discovery tell you anything?
Well, it tells me that then surely that incorrigible Snoop Zagor is somewhere nearby.
Yes, nearby. And maybe he's already on the ship. I'm starting to believe that the shadow I saw a moment ago is actually his. And that his claws are hiding behind the appearance of that skeleton.
Of course, how did that not occur to me before? As I've heard many times before, such horrifying sights are part of that cunning man's classic repertoire. Climb up. Cabas, we're soon going hunting for Zagor.
No hunting. Guys, it would be too dangerous. We better go fishing, considering that our friend would certainly have to bite such a bait.
You mean Chico?
That's right. Since this Fatso is his best friend, Zagor surely won't want to endanger his life. Am I right? You are really capable, colleague.
Hey. Bravo, soldier. It's simply not clear to me how a strategist like you didn't achieve a brilliant career in the army.
Hey, Zagor. We know you followed us. And we know you're on the Blue Star. My revolver is pointed at your friend's pumpkin, and I'm afraid my finger might fly if you don't come out of your hiding place immediately. Hey, Zagor, can you hear me? You have 30 seconds to show yourself, and with your hands in the air. 30 seconds pass quickly. Decide for yourself, Zagor. 1, 2, 3, 4.
To hell with these damn jackals. And to hell with that stupid Chico who got me into this absurd situation.
9, 10, 11.
1,000 scalps. Why did I even take him with me? I should have left him in Kingston. But what can I do now if I obey them? The outcome of the mission and my own life will be in danger. But if I don't accept, these damn people will kill Chico without hesitation.
17, 18, 19, 20.
Stupid fatso, I should have left him in Kingston.
23, 24.
Curse, is it possible that he will not surrender?
He will, people. He will believe me. I know him very well.
25, 26.
Look, here he is.
Zagor!
Yes, your famous Zagor, the man you talked about for days with great respect in your voice, is before us, as tame as a lamb with his hands high in the air.
Look, the problem is that he is too sensitive, and his soft heart has already gotten him into trouble many times.
All the worse for him! Well, in short, he won't forget tonight's lesson because it will be his last in life! Ha ha ha!
Come on, Zagor, walk slowly towards us.
And remember, don't give up.
Adarita Casti Macdansaya, Chico.
Hey, what the hell did he say?
Something in some Indian dialect that I don't understand.
Me neither. Maybe it's the fox language. Or Juanita.
You're mistaken, Red Friend. I was speaking the Mohawk language, the only one from which my stupid friend managed to learn a few words. But considering that you are so curious, the translation of my sentence is as follows. Adarita Casti Macdansaya means, throw yourself on the ground.
Sorprendidos por la rápida reacción de Zagor, los bandidos prácticamente no logran reaccionar. El espíritu con el hacha se abalanza sobre ellos como una bestia, derribando a Salibu y Bradford.
Damn Snoop!
Without artillery, General.
Don't let him breathe. On him.
1,000 scalps on him.
Aún aturdido, Zagor siente que alguien lo levanta bruscamente. Pero antes de que su poderoso enemigo logre llevar a cabo su intención.
Not in the water. He gets around in it like a fish.
Ah, that's true. I'll smash him on the flow.
Zagor encuentra un rayo de lucidez. Barra diagonal improvisa un contraataque. A su manera.
Devil, it slipped out of my hands like an eel.
There he is, Laroche, behind you!
Where?
I'm here, Lorache.
Ah.
You're always in a hurry, Digging Bill.
So you think the water is too soft for me, huh?
This, but you misunderstood. I didn't want them to harm you.
Enough, you wicked liar.
But you must believe me, Zagor. May Jupiter's lightning turn me to dust and ash if I am not telling the truth. I was joking, Jupiter. I just said it like that. Forgive me.
Don't play the idiot. Digging Bill, get outside and try to wake up your friends. 1,000 scalps. There are Maliseets around, and they certainly didn't come to welcome us.
Poor U.S. Bradford Cabalus. Laroche, wake up, for God's sake.
What's happening?
Where's that damn Zagor?
Zagor? Zagor. And who is that for? Curse. Now I remember. My rifle, where is my rifle? I want to turn him into a sieve.
Calm down, Lorak. Zagor is no longer our primary enemy, but now it's the Maliseets.
Maliseets?
Digging Bill is telling the truth, people. We are now in the same mess, and it's better for us to fight together than to slaughter each other like wolves.
Here comes that damn guy! Dirty savages! Watch out! Thunder! Zagor is right, people! We must keep the Maliseet away from the ship!
Well, okay, that's what we'll do. But believe me, as soon as we get rid of the red snouts, I will kill you, Zagor.
We'll see about that, and for now I advise you to take care of those guys down there.
PFF. Bertie LaRoche is here. Red monkeys. Now you're done.
Don't expose yourself too much, LaRoche. Go back to shelter.
Nonsense. I bet these jackals are already starting to regret leaving their den. Haha. Let's go. Do the same as me. Shooting from here is the same as shooting at targets at the fair. In my city.
Paleface brother, Lodge.
Stay under cover. 1,000 scalps. They are already on deck. You watch those down there.
He's coming from that side, Zagor.
1,000 scalps. Let's see if this one really was the last. Hey, they are retreating. How's it going on your side, Chico?
The rascals took to their heels. But unfortunately, they also thinned our ranks. Webanas left the skin. And his companion Breford got an arrow in the shoulder.
I hope it's nothing serious.
Maybe I'll lose my arm, Zagor. But it's not a problem for the rich to live without a limb. And I will get rich. Isn't it so, partner? Now that the Indian threat has been removed, only these guys separate us from our treasure.
Yes, of course. True, Bradford.
Okay, in that case, I'll clear the way to wealth for us in a moment. Goodbye, Zagor.
Caramba, you carambita!
By all the drums of Darkwood. May one know whose side you are on at all, you unfortunate man?
Well, I'm on the side of the treasure, of course. But I don't want someone who cold-bloodedly kills people to get it.
Watch out, and what about the wretches you shot at when you fled from Kingston?
I have nothing to do with that swinery. I swear to you by a Longinino's treasure, which represents the holy goal that I crave most in life. Namely, I had already reconciled myself with the fact that I had to serve the sentence that the judge had imposed on me when that same night.
Hey, Longbow! Hey, I'm talking to you, bag of bones!
What is that behavior? Okay, I am a convict, but I also have rights that I want to be respected. First of all, I have the right to be addressed properly. And secondly, I have the right to sleep. Good night.
Damn fool! Well, you'll have a good 10 years to sleep in that stinky cell. And maybe when you finally wake up, the money from the Blue Star will no longer be in the same place where it is now.
Of course, I was surprised by the fact that an ordinary soldier was familiar with everything because I thought the authorities wanted to keep everything secret as they had done before. And therefore, I initially pretended not to understand anything, but the soldier's next words helped me to see how all my efforts were in vain.
Don't play smart. Digging Bill, I know very well what brought you to Kingston. A moment ago, I was guarding in front of your companion's cell, and one of them spilled the beans in exchange for a few cigarettes and a bottle of whiskey. You had an excellent plan, but you made a mistake in choosing your friends. You surrounded yourself with scum, and you actually needed the help of capable people. Of clever guys like me and my friend, who is currently talking to the guard.
Maybe, soldier, maybe. I'll keep that in mind when I get out of prison if I'm not too old for a new treasure hunt.
Why wait so long? We can make a partnership right away!
Please?
Yes, immediately! Digging Bill, we will get you out of here, and then you will take us to the place where the Blue Star is! Of course, I think there is no need to emphasize that we will divide the plunder into 3 parts!
If that's all that's in question, there will be enough money for everyone. But... a guard?
Kabas, we'll take care of it. Agreed?
Agreed. Bradford's words and the attitude of his friend gave me a hint that the guard was also in league with them, but very quickly, to my own horror, I realized that I was wrong.
Everything is okay, Kabas. Get to work! Excellent.
Are you gonna take the job? What the devil is Bradford talking about?
Now you'll see. You fool!
Ah!
Here, Bradford. Take the keys. Excellent!
But the blow to the unfortunate guard's head was not strong enough, and after a few moments...
Watch out, Kabas! Damn it! Curse! Did you really have to shoot? Now the whole garrison will be after us! What a stupid question! Would you rather I let him fill us all with lead? Let's try to use this advantage we still have and run away for.
But this is murder, and I don't want to be involved.
Exactly. Longfellow, this was a murder, and there will be another one if you don't come with us right away.
And so against my will, I was forced to follow those rogues who didn't hesitate to shoot even their colleagues at the gate just to escape from the city as soon as possible. Believe me, Zagor, I was just a figure in that whole story, and frankly, I can't feel guilty for the crimes they committed.
Okay. I think I can believe your words. But now it's time to stop with the story because we have more important things to think about. Look, the Indians are returning. Don't be crazy, Red Brothers. Go back. There are already too many dead on the Blue Star.
Curse! They don't listen to you!
Mientras tanto, en la sentina de la estrella azul. Una de las flechas encendidas que dispararon los asaltantes pasa por la ventana y entra en la polvorería. Un momento después, las primeras llamas ya lamen el gran barril. Y unos minutos después...
1,000 scalps.
Luego, otra explosión, aún más violenta, resuena en el bosque. Mientras las aguas del canal amenazan con agitarse, poniendo en peligro las vidas de los indios que se han lanzado a un nuevo ataque. Y los obligan a retroceder.
Let's run quickly. To the village. Let's run. Water spirits are angry at us.
Con una lluvia de los restos más variados. Y los últimos reflejos del incendio. El agua traga las oscuras siluetas del gran barco. Y luego el silencio angustioso cae sobre el bosque.
A 1,000 scalps on him. What a bang. I feel broken as if a herd of bison had trampled me and... There is someone down there, and that someone is alive.
Aunque terriblemente exhausto, el espíritu con el hacha vuelve a saltar al agua sin vacilar. Y logra alcanzar un cuerpo inmóvil en el fondo pantanoso. Un momento después.
Chico, it's him.
Zen, 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 zen. Zagor, so you are dead.
What a harbinger of evil you are. I am not dead, just like you aren't. Once again, we were incredibly lucky to get out unhurt from a real hell.
But, and Digging Bill?
You unfortunately, there is no trace of him. Obviously, fate was not so kind to him.
Poor guy. I have to admit that I feel sorry for him.
To be honest, me too. He was half crazy, but he was still a nice guy.
Yes, and despite everything he did to us, he had a generous heart. May heaven receive him in its mercy.
And may he rest in peace.
Amen.
Digging Bill?
Digging Bill, see.
Well, I am not really, let's say rather, almost alive.
Ha.
¡Hurra!
A la mañana siguiente, 3 hombres avanzan por el camino que conduce a Kingston. Y a pesar de las numerosas dificultades, logran sobrevivir gracias a las habilidades de Zagor para conseguir tanto alimento.
¡Hurra! And we will eat today.
Así como agua potable.
What did I tell you? Here's the source.
Y unos días después, al borde del agotamiento, llegan cerca de Kingston.
Here we are, we made it, just as I promised you people.
Caramba ya carambita. And this time it went well. Thank heavens.
Okay, meh! When I remember that I was only a few meters away from the greatest treasure in my life, and I didn't even manage to see it.
Hey, head up. Namely, you will be able to look for the following immediately.
What? But I am your prisoner. You will have to hand me over to the authorities in the fortress, and...
Nonsense, and I can sometimes make a mistake. And as far as I know, Digging Bill disappeared in the Three Foxes Canal.
Truth. I didn't see him after that explosion.
Yippee!
Ha.
You are fantastic, guys. Absolutely fantastic. Goodbye. My gratitude has no limits. I will save you a part of every treasure I find in the years ahead. I will give you 80%, actually better 90, or rather 100, no, 120%, 200%.
Ha.